Did everything right. Yep, I think we're live. Okay, we're going on over to Facebook on my Facebook Live. See you soon. Bye. All right, and then this is what pops up when I get off.
Oh,
That's the Flim Show.
real nice.
Flim Show.
I like it.
Chris Flim. He's a Vegas something. I don't know what his job is. All right. Do you
look like don't matter?
Yeah, it don't matter. Do you see? Are you on live? Oh, we got some people showing up. So yes, I can see us. We are live. Oh, it's so funny. It's like me saying, okay, go on over there now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What deck are you using tonight?
I think I'm still gonna use my my Ink and Intuition. It's been my go-to deck, the one I use, the tattoo one.
Cool. Oh, yeah. Nice. Wait, is that by the same person who did 8 coins?
No. It's totally different. I have that one too, 8 of coins. I have that one too.
Yeah. Hey, David. Hey, Vicky. Hey, NM Huff. I think that's the Huff. Oh, I love that.
That's Huffy. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm using Terror of Dreams tonight.
Ooh.
Because I feel like I need the zodiac signs on there and the astrological signs. I don't know. We'll see. Well, as we're grouping, hello everybody. If you're out there,
hi guys.
You can say hey. We'd love to know where you're Facebook live and in from.
Hey Nancy.
Hey Nancy.
Hey Huffy. Hey Vicky. Hi guys.
I think Nancy's in South America.
Ooh, yay!
V, I was trying to surprise you, and this is what. But I don't. So if you can see the screen, this is what I was going to try to do, but I couldn't size it right. You see? Okay, it'll probably take a second. Huffy's on the couch. So can you?
At least you're awake, Huff.
Can you see? Can you see?
That's his eye. The V.
But I couldn't resize it because I was trying to resize it. See how my little green thing is up in the corner?
Yeah,
I was trying to put it up in the corner, but I don't know. I couldn't figure it out at the last minute. I was trying to do it.
No worries.
Iowa, Brenda in Orlando. Hey, Brenda.
Orlando. Quito, Ecuador.
Yay. I love it. So, I think let's get started with official shenanigans. So you've been on a little bit of a whirlwind.
Baby, we've been doing this world tour, honey. Okay? Not for real, but for real. I told you guys, so I missed, last week, 2 weeks ago, because I clearly don't know my dates and didn't put it in my calendar. So I apologize for the shenanigans that we missed when we should have had shenanigans. But I'm back. And I went to Hex Fest last weekend.
What is that?
It was glorious. So let me be honest, okay? So I'm a bad kid. And out of all the classes that they provided, which was amazing, I only went to like 3 of them. I just needed to be in the city. I just needed to be in New Orleans. Like, New Orleans is second home for me. I went to college there, lived there for 4 years. And anybody that's ever been to New Orleans, there's something special and something sacred about New Orleans. And I can't put my finger on it, but whenever I'm there, it's just this immediate feeling of home.
Yeah.
You know? The classes I went to were great. I went to Dorothy Morrison's class. Hers about swifting the energy. So it was like 1 shot spell. That's like how I cook. Like 3 candles, some paper, and some salt. Like, I'm lazy when it comes to spell work. Perfect. Sin Ways, he had a class about conjure and root work, which is interesting. I came home actually today and I bought his book about working the conjure.
Wow.
And Lady Rhea, she did a class on Lakshmi and abundance and prosperity. So yes, I learned a whole new Lakshmi chant. I'm used to saying Om Shri Maha Lakshmi Swaha, but I learned a whole new long one. Let's see if I can remember it. Om Kamala Vasini Kamale Mahalakshmi Raja Me Dehi Dehi Bada Swaha. So such a long.
And that's Indian tradition?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So abundance chants. I started doing them last year around August, and like just daily with my mala. Of course, my mala are bones or skulls because I have a thing for skulls.
Love it.
And I'd say 108 every morning. And like literally things were just like turning around. I'm like, oh, yay. There's something to this. But it was also me spending time in the morning with just tuning in, tapping in, and all that kind of good stuff. So learned some new stuff. Got to hang out in the streets, do ratchet magical shit with my friend. Ate great, drank great. Oh, and the red dress run was that weekend as well. Did not know. And so there were so many people wearing red dresses, guys wearing sequin. I mean, the dresses were fabulous.
And why is the red so important to you?
Oh my gosh, it is all about my business. Get red. Yes. For me to be down there that weekend having no idea that the red dress run, which is for breast cancer, was happening. It's been happening for 25 years, I was told. Seeing all this, I was sitting in the bar and I was just like, oh, this red. And it was just like, this is manifestation energy for my business. So I'm like running in the streets. I'm getting people to say, get red on camera, and just being in this sea of red and really soaking up this energy because I want this energy to manifest major things within my business. So that was like a super highlight of being there at that time. But yeah, it was just a great time. But I came back with so many questions to ask you about.
So first of all, let me tell you this. So I have been to New Orleans, and we drove from Orlando up there, which was fun because I don't get to drive up the Panhandle much. So it was I think it was a 9-hour drive, and I think, you know what, if it takes longer to go to the airport 2 hours early, get on the plane, get there, get the car, drive to the hotel, than it does the drive there, I'm just going to drive there. Plus, I love to drive, and it was a beautiful part of Florida. But I'll never forget coming over like this final bridge, or over, I don't know if it was the Mississippi or what.
The 22-mile bridge or whatever.
We're coming over a bridge, and I'm like, what is that? And Fabian's like, well, that's New Orleans. And I'm like, what do you mean that's New Orleans? There were big towers. It was like there were skyscrapers. And I'm thinking, that's not what I thought New Orleans was. I guess that's the downtown area. And, you know, what I thought it was where we stayed in the Garden District, I think.
Yes.
We stayed at a very cool little quaint hotel right next to, like, the Cheesecake Restaurant.
Factory.
Not Factory. It was not.
Factory?
It was not the Cheesecake Factory. It was, I think, where the original cheesecake might have come from. I don't know. But we were like maybe 2 blocks away from that big cemetery. But you are right. The whole city, and I think for me, I feel like it's the water. It's surrounded by water. There's so much water. It feels so peaceful. You know, it's had its share of water. You know,
oh boy.
We went there, I think it was maybe 4 years after the hurricane.
Okay.
And then anybody who's ever been there, you'll appreciate this. We're on a trolley. Or is it? No, it's a streetcar.
Streetcar trolley, yeah.
All of a sudden, the woman driving the streetcar, we're maybe like second or third row back. She's like, no. Boom. A woman tried to cross the thing, and we nailed her.
No, and the child right away.
I know, and the funny thing is I saw the car, and I, like my photographic memory, saw the license plate, and I just kept going, QR5 637, QR5 6. I kept saying it, and because the woman drove off. Finally, she stopped. But then she drove off. So I was like, that's why I was so drawn to the license plate. So I looked at the woman, I said, QR5 367. She's like, what? QR5? like a Rain Man. Like, write this down. This was her number. And then she drove off, and then she came back, and then the police came on and like, did anybody see anything? And I looked at Fabian, and I'm like, we didn't see nothing. Because we're going to be.
So you had all the information, but didn't see anything.
Because we're going to be stuck here answering questions. I said, we didn't see nothing.
This is true.
Because she came back, blah blah blah. But we went to is it Clementine's? Carlotta's Clementine's. It's all the way down the end, and it's an old timey diner. It's either like Charlotte's, Clementine's, or it's an old time. Everybody said we had to go there, and of course we did go get beignets and the coffee, and the coffee was good. You know, I'm a Starbucks fan, but that coffee was damn good.
Did you go to Cafe Du Monde?
Yeah,
to get it?
Dumont.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to Cafe Du Monde. That was the other end. And because that coffee has chicory in it, and it's like burnt wood, like back here.
It will bite you in the ass.
It is so good, so good. So, and we don't typically travel to cities twice. We've been to Sedona twice, Asheville twice, and really nowhere else other than I've been to Atlanta a million times because I love that place. But New Orleans is a place I could go back to. So
it's just,
hey Christine, hey Michelle.
There's so much just energy and history, and I mean, you can feel the happiness, you can feel the sorrow, you can feel the loss, you can feel, like I said, with the water, emotion. It's just an emotional pit of everything. We stayed at the Bourbon Orleans, which is a haunted hotel.
Ooh.
Yes. And so the funny thing is, we checked into our room. So my roommate Deb, she called and got the rooms a while back, but they ended up giving her 2 rooms for whatever reason. She called that morning and was like, okay, I need one of these rooms to be taken off. The guy was like, okay, when you get here, we'll figure it out, blah, blah, blah. So we got there. They were like, okay, we'll get rid of one of the rooms. And so they checked us into room 645. And so we got up there, and it was like, the ceiling kind of had like this, it was like an attic-y feeling, like the corner kind of came over, like it didn't go straight, like the room didn't go straight up, like the corner of the room kind of came over, kind of like it was coming to a point type of thing, like an attic.
645 is 15, so that's devil.
Yes, devil and down to the lovers. That's exactly what I said. It's like the devils and the lovers, and she was like, yes. So we're in the room,
and neither of y'all are scared to stay in a haunted place, right?
This is the second time I've stayed there, so this is it's old hat now. I'm like, yes, bring them on. So, so I'm sitting there, so I'm changing my clothes. I'm talking to my Crystal on the phone, telling her that I made it and whatnot. And so she's sitting at the table, and she's just like, I don't feel right. And I'm like, well, what's the matter? And she's just like, something about this room, I don't like it. And I'm like, well, what's wrong with it? And she's just like, I don't know, the energy just isn't right. I just don't like it, whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Let me just change my clothes. We'll go downstairs. We'll get the other room they were going to give us. We're supposed to overlook the courtyard, the pool, blah, blah, blah. So she just kept increasingly getting more and more quiet. And I'm like, are you okay? And she was like, I was like, go stand outside until I'm finished. And I'm just going to change my clothes and we can get ready to go. And she was like, okay. So she was like standing outside the door with her bag. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? So we checked into our new room 222, which still ended up being a 6. Yes, right?
But not a 15.
And so,
hey, Jean.
So they have all the information about the hotel and the ghosts and whatnot. Come to find out, there was a nun that committed suicide in the hotel. And apparently in room 644, guests have complained about seeing a nun standing over the bed at night. So we were in the room the next door, which is why she was feeling all of what she was feeling. So I was like, that's pretty cool. Me, I'm just like, let me change these clothes, honey. So you got these streets. I felt nothing but a relief from not being in Detroit.
Wow. I love it.
So, so I came back with questions.
Yes.
And I don't know if you can answer these questions for me. When we talk about spirituality, when we talk about cards, when we talk about all of the things that we do and connect to a higher power and a higher being, is there a certain spirituality or groove or path that you find yourself falling into? When I say that, I mean like are there any deities that you either call to or ask petitions of, or any ancestors? A lot of that came up while I was there, because I'm like, I pull from whatever makes me feel good. Like I said, I just talked about Lakshmi, I'm talking about Conjure, I'm talking about all these different things, but I don't have like one specific. I always talk about the universe, but I don't have this one specific thing that I sit in to say this is where I start and grow from. Does that make sense?
Yes, totally. And that's an amazing question. The reason I say that is because it is one I've pondered a lot.
Okay.
So, over the years, I I have worked with angels, archangels,
Angels. Yes. Mm-hmm.
but they're not my main go-to.
Okay.
When I get really frustrated with things that are maybe mechanical or things like that, I'll call to Michael. You know, if I
Okay.
need a warrior, I'll call to Michael. If there's anything healing, health, sickness, you know, me, Fabian, animals, family, I'll call to Raphael.
Okay.
I don't know enough about the others to call on them. And it's funny you said this because I'm going through some really cool stuff.
Okay.
And I'll share with that because it's interstellar,
Okay.
it's off planet.
Okay.
But it for me, I don't know if it's just always been who I am or what, but I've always gone what I say and call and feel in my human brain is the highest level, which is source or spirit.
Okay.
So when I say source or spirit, I feel like I'm connecting to that complete, all that is source energy. I feel like all those other deities and things are within that in my mind. Someone may challenge me and I would listen and I would dialogue. I don't know that it would change my mind right at this point, but I would definitely dialogue with someone. A couple years ago, I remember sleeping and I felt almost like, and these 12 very blue lizard-like energies came into the room. And I, you know, just like you staying in the haunted house, I was like, you know, Fabian's going to sleep. I'm in and out of sleep. And I'm like, well, what is this? And I literally, in my mind, I said, what are y'all doing here? And they said, you tell us. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, well, you're our leader. And I was like, what? What do you mean?
What?
In that instant, I felt what I would call human wise witness protection program. I felt protected.
Okay.
So from that moment on, again, this is maybe, I'm going to guess maybe 8 years. From that moment on, I took those 12 as like armed forces for me. And no matter where I am, Fabian, or my house is, there's, if we're not together, there's always 4 at the house, there's always 4 with me, and there's always 4 with him.
Nice.
Now, when we're all on the same roof, they're all here. But I remember waking up in the middle of the night at the other house and hearing like movement or noise or something. I felt this shimmer of fear, and I immediately squelch it because I don't want to draw more things in with the fear. And I immediately tap into their energy, and I'm like, let's do a check, perimeter check. And it's in my mind, I can see them pull it, you know, like they pull these big laser gun things out, and I instantly get, there's nothing going on, there's nothing to fear, everything's fine. Now, very interesting thing happened when I, like 2 to 3 times when I'm out of town and Fabian's by himself, when we first moved to this current house, I didn't feel them here. And I remember connecting to them, and they're like, we can't be there yet.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, it was about 6 months that they weren't allowed to be here. And I said, okay. And I relied on the 15 cypress trees around the house for protection. And it was during that time that we had like someone tried to break in, the alarm went off randomly. So some weird things happened, which really solidified that protection. But I also knew it was part of our path to understand this neighborhood, this new house, and this energy. Now, and I'll make this short, but in the last couple of weeks, I've like, okay, you know, I've been kind of diving back into some of the alien, ET, interstellar stuff with Dr. Stephen Greer. And I'll make it quick. In one of my most powerful hypnosis past life sessions, I was at a place that I knew was Atlantis. I was part of the 12. I was number 9. That's what I kept saying. I'm number 9. They're like, what do you mean? I said, I don't know. I'm number 9. So all of a sudden now I'm connecting back to this interstellar energy. And they've come in one at a time, and they have funny names, and they look like they're from different races. There's this one that looks like a little dancing baby. There's one that looks like a rock, kind of this big rock monster. There's Scorpio is this just sexual being, and she's very feminine. Eliana looks like just gorgeous. Christine Lottie, that's who she looks like. Christine Lottie.
Oh, okay.
except ultimate filters. So there are these beings, and I'm up to 10, and of course I'm number 9, so there's 2 more I'm waiting for. So my point with this, even when I work with these energies, I'm like, what are y'all doing here? What's going on? Do I call on you? But I always feel myself going up to spirit. And I do feel like they're assembling something again, the 12 again. I don't know what it's about, but it's bizarre out of there. But yeah, so I don't resonate with certain deities in the sense of my go-to place. I know it was a long answer for what you asked. But yeah, it's been the forefront of my thought for a long time.
Right. And I'm just, and here I am, little black girl, like, okay, you're black. You're supposed to, all these goddesses and Oshun and Yemiya. I'm like, I don't know about all that. Just, am I supposed to know about all these things? I'm not sure. Beyonce right now has this lock on Oshun with being lemonade and yellow, and it's like this big thing, and everybody's like a daughter of Oshun, and I'm like, that's me. So I'm trying to figure out, like I said, how to navigate. Like I said, Lakshmi, she's more of a deity, I guess you can say, of abundance. Like that resonates with me. It makes sense to me. And go ahead.
Here's how I asked Spirit to give me a clear idea. Imagine an org chart at work. You've got like the CEO of the company. And then you've got like the CFO, chief financial, chief operations. You've got all those things. Then you've got VPs. Then you've got directors. Then you've got managers. And it's not that I feel like I'm at a COO level in the sense of who do I report to? Who do I call on? That is the head of the company. In other words, as a manager at my corporate day job, I have a manager I go to. If he's not getting my job done, I'm going to go above his head to my director. If I don't get results there, I'll probably go to HR first. But then I've got a VP and a CFO, and I've got the chain of command to go up. And it doesn't mean anything better or worse. I think it just means the job or the role or the purpose I'm in. So for me, calling on Michael for everyday things, I don't feel that doesn't resonate with me. I go to Spirit. Now, Spirit may push me back and say, Michael's the man for you because he knows how to work on air conditioning. So go call him in engineering.
Gotcha.
That's what it feels like. Okay.
Now, that makes total sense. Like I said, I just came home and I was just like, okay, because I had a couple of readings there. I had one in Jackson Square because I was like, I had to have a reading in Jackson Square, so that's what everybody does.
Yeah.
And I purposely did not tell the reader that I was a reader because I wanted just to know. I just wanted to have it unfiltered and figure out what came up. And the first thing that came up was talking about spirituality and me having this place of being someone that shares information in regards to spirituality. And, he spoke of the word like an oracle or a priestess or something of that nature. And I was just like, okay. So I let him go through it. It wasn't until he got to my palm and he said something about two sources of income and this, that, and the other. And that's when I told him, this is what else that I do. But everything he was telling me was about healing and me, helping other people. And so it was very validating, like, okay, I am in the right place, And then another one was just talking about, getting in touch with my ancestors for more support, for more guidance, for more push. And I'm like, okay, well, where do I start that journey? So that's what I came home as my homework is, what does this journey look like? Where do I start it? How do I? So that's what the biggest takeaway for me was, do I back up and find? Because I want all the support and help I can get. Look, okay? Anybody that's trying to help your girl, I am here for it. But I want to do it in the right way as well. I want to make sure there's reverence. I want to make sure that, I'm just not, selfishly asking for, whatever. And I like to have a process and a plan and make it basically. I've come to also find out that I'm someone that inputs very complex information for me to mull it over and shoot it out very point blank and practical.
Yeah.
That is my mission. That is my role as a tarot BFF. That's what I do with all of my readings. I just input it, but I spit it out as the simple guide to blah blah blah.
Well, I think that's one reason why you and I have always jived, because of how we do read, how we do communicate, and maybe now we're discovering on the spiritual level who we go to, what our go-to energy is, source, but also I'm a storyteller. So usually I'm going to tell you a story. And it's funny because now I'm realizing, as I've studied all my hypnotherapy and my NLP and all that, and EFT and EMT, I realized the stories, those metaphors are so powerful for people. So when I tell you a story that I see in the cards, or when I just, when I need to communicate what animal communication is, I'm going to tell you a story about Bart and what happened with him, because you're going to remember the story rather than just me saying, here's how you do it. But I do think, plus I think you and I like to do the here and now. It's good morning. Here's what you need to know for today.
Right.
Today. I love to talk about 5, 10, 20 years, but that's something I struggle with myself. I see all these people writing books and doing everything, and I love that. But what do? I do immediate stuff. I do video. I don't cut, edit. I send it out. It's in the moment, So, and I think that's something you and I really resonate with as well.
Yeah, in the moment and right now. And I'm like, the thing is that right now actually changes the course of what could happen 20, 30 years from now.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you want your 20, 30 years from now to look like? Okay, so how can we start to figure that out in this moment? What can you start putting forward in this moment to really get to the space that you're trying to get to versus sitting on your hands and just, how's it going to turn out?
Yeah.
How do you want it to turn out?
Yeah.
It's not a cut and dry type of thing. But so anyway, long story short, that's what I came back with as my homework of, who am I? Of course, I'm a witch. I proclaim it 100% the laziest witch there is. But I'm like, is this but I'm eclectic. So I pull from different type of things. I don't, have a group. I don't.
And I think another thing that you and I might have, and this could be even past lives, the moment you and I get into too much ritual and too much, here's how you do it.
Yes.
For me, I know I'm having some this lifetime, but I know I'm having past life flashbacks of religion, dogma. Here's the only way to Jesus. Here's the only way to heaven. I immediately, and this is why I have so many decks, and I have pendulums, and I have, I pull from so many things. And I think that's another thing that we have in common too is, I think we don't get hung up on that because we know, that can stifle what we're trying to do. It can be great vehicles for many people, but, and I also think you and I, because I know I do, I'll speak for myself, but I think you probably do as well. We are often working with other healers, other teachers. We do have people, who just come to us for readings, but I think we also have people who do the work we do who are coming to us as well. We're like the psychic for the psychic, or the teacher for the teacher. I think there's something with that, and I think that could be another reason why we kind of go up as high as we can to spirit. Again, I don't know.
No, that makes a whole lot of sense. It really does. I was saying it's like the therapist type of thing.
Yeah. Hey, Trish, Barrett, Marcy, how are you?
Sorry, we've been on here just gabbing.
I know.
How are you? Nancy said that she calls on her whole team of archangels and goddesses as well as her departed relatives. So yeah, it's a mixed bag, I guess. There is no one container, so to speak, to draw from. And
what works for you works for you. I have a grandfather who I discovered when I was like 33. He had died, like 20 years before that. He was a metaphysical minister. I feel his energy, but I don't call on him. And it's just never something I've done. But if all of a sudden I felt spirit telling me your grandfather's here and wants you to work with him, then I would.
Human spirit guides, yes, definitely. Okay, so like I said, I opened this up, and I just want to see what you guys out there, if there are how you guys go about it. Let us know. Put them in the comments. Who do you call on for support, for help, for guidance, for all of that kind of good stuff?
And I also think you and I are, we're manifestors. We understand the power of intention and creation. And, that I think sometimes religion and rituals and stuff can take away our power too. Not always. Yeah. But I think, for us collecting all that we do, I think it gives us the power. This is a tool. How are you going to use it? Today I'm going to use it to pry open the door. Tomorrow I'm going to use it to flip pancakes, you know?
Yeah. It's a mixed bag of all. Hey, we are the MacGyvers.
Yes. We are the MacGyvers of the spiritual world.
There you go. MacGyver manifested. So.
Oh, speaking of MacGyvers, are we going to do some readings tonight? We're going to gab the whole time. It's 8 o'clock. We got time.
Oh yeah, people did not stick around to hear us gab because we could have done that on the phone.
Right. Oh.
Hi guys, thank you so much for showing up. And like I said, we hope this conversation either allowed you guys to ask some questions of yourselves, of your group, of us. By all means, ask us questions outside of what you want read. But yeah, so thank you for being here.
Yeah, and I'm going to be reading and using the Tarot of Dreams tonight from Tiro Marchetti.
And I don't have the box here with me, but I am using...
Oh, Troy finally made it.
Intuition. And this is different from the 8 of Coins tattoo deck. So
cool. So I don't know if any of y'all follow Cardsy B, the Badass Bitches Tarot, but she usually does her Instagram on Sunday nights. And on my drive home, she's like, "Hey everybody, I'm moving it to Monday nights at 7:30." So I was like, I wanted to go, no, don't steal our thunder. So hey Cardsy B, if you're out there.
Hey Shamara. Oh, Jolie says she likes the gabbing. Thank you.
Yay, thanks, Jolie. Troy, it's good to see you.
Thank you, Barrett.
So Troy and Jean hanging out at the same time. Woohoo! The boys are here.
Oh boy.
And that's
y'all want attention.
That's some inside stuff.
Y'all going attention.
So, all right.
How are we setting this up? You let us know.
Do who what?
I said, how are we setting this up? You let us know.
Oh my gosh, what do you want to do? I don't know. That's so funny. Usually I know exactly what I need to do. I think we need to go through the months.
The months?
Yeah, so if you're a January baby, actually let's go zodiac sign. If you're an Aries baby, and you want a reading, just say Aries and your name. We're going to pull one card each. So if you're an Aries baby is first. And if you're watching in the replay and you're an Aries baby, this is going to be for you. So Aries baby, let us know. Sun sign. So Aries baby, sun sign. So just say me. See, there's got to be at least one or two.
And we're going to do just messages tonight, right? No questions, just messages?
Yeah, let's do what they need to hear right now for their highest and best.
Okay, that works.
So if you want a reading, one card from each of us, what you need to know right now for your highest and best. Just say Aries and your name. So we got anybody? No Aries? All right, so what comes after Aries?
Taurus, come on now, that's me.
Who, what? Taurus. So give me, all right, Taurus, who's out there? You want me to give you a reading, V?
In the house.
You want me to pull your card? What'd you say, apprentice this? So V, since you're a Taurus, here's your card, baby. Woohoo! 8 of Cups, which is very Pisces. So,
Jolie came up and said she's a Taurus. Good. All right, so Jolie, this is for us.
Okay. No, I'll pull the separate one I was just pulling this for you, V. So for V, this is about your journey we just talked about. It's time to take those steps, turn inward, get emotional, get with that Pisces energy and find out what you've got going on. And I heard this, just continue to say to your angels, guides, whoever you work with, say, after this past weekend and Hex, what do I need to know? What is this all about? Where's my next step? Show me.
And I pulled for myself the 5 of Cups in reverse. So yes, there is going to be some healing that happens.
Oh, sweet.
Some sadness that may come from it, but there's always transformation on the other side. So
cool.
Thank you for that. All right, Jolie.
All right, so what comes after Taurus? Who's after Taurus? I have to cheat sheet. Okay.
We gotta do Jolie.
I know Gemini. I want the Gemini to get in there because it takes 10
Oh,
seconds.
so you write them down first.
I'm being proactive. So Jolie, girl, this is for you. Strength card. Look at this. I love this. So definitely allow your strength to shine through. And this is very interesting because this card, I don't feel like there is a lion or tiger with her. I think this is her energy coming like out of her gut, out of her belly. And you can see the Leo energy up here in the corner. So let your solar plexus open. I'm being so drawn to your solar plexus. Like it is time to let that strength out. Roar. If you need to put on, some songs that make you want to roar and speak your truth, then definitely do that.
All right, I got the King of Coins in reverse. So in doing with that roar, it really is about getting super intentional with your grounding. Ground yourself. Make sure that you are feeding yourself well, that you're moving your body, that you are, being conscious of your money, of your finances, of your physical space around you, because that's going to give you the confidence that you need internally to roar externally. Okay, so set yourself up to be 100% internally.
Cool.
Okay, so I hope that helps. King of Coins in reverse.
Beautiful. Jolie, you are welcome. You are welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We got any Geminis out there? Who are the Geminis and then Cancer? So Gemini, then Cancer. Who are you? Do one-on-one card reading. Just say Gemini or Cancer, and then we'll go to the Gemini first, and then any Cancers after. Jean, what are you laughing at? There's like a 15-second delay, so by the time I see your message, it's been like 15 or 20 seconds. Good, Jolie. I'm glad they resonate.
Nice.
Ooh, Tiana, you are Cancer. All right, here's your card, girl.
Wait, Barrett's a Gemini. Okay, well, Tiana's up. Nope, go for Tiana.
Okay,
you call
Tiana first. So, Tiana, this is the Palace of Wands. So, I will say, this is an interesting card coming up. I would find your place, your space, or make your home a place of spiritual learning. This should be a place that is very powerful. And I'm laughing because it's okay if your spiritual place involves some sex. Okay? So it's okay. Don't feel like you're tarnishing it. Okay? This is a great place to get down and get spiritual, which does include that physical connection.
And so I pulled the Empress. And so the Empress talks about sensuality. It talks about lush. It talks about really falling into your femininity. I don't know if you are a mother, but this is about mothering self, really nurturing, taking care of you, because that is how you're going to really own your spirituality. Okay? She is, the mother. So nurture self-care, self-love, self-pleasure, a lot of stuff. Just take care of you.
Touch yourself.
So, treat yourself.
Touch yourself.
Touch yourself.
All right, so Barrett, Gemini. So what do we got for Barrett? I love it. Knight of Cups. This is this beautiful Scorpio energy. So isn't that? Yeah, there's Scorpio in my world. So this is movement forward, Barrett. And I really feel like, because I know Barrett well, this is about moving forward emotionally. So this is taking charge. This is mindfulness and meditation. And this is calming those energies. And I love this guy on the seahorse in the water. So definitely enjoy the movement forward. And don't be afraid to move forward right now.
And I have the Knave of Wands in reverse. So this says you know a lot more than you think that you know. This is all about your confidence to move forward. You're still a student and you're continuing to learn, especially on your spiritual journey. But you know more than you think that you do. So stand in that. Be curious. Ask questions. Take some chances. When you're a kid, you can get away with a lot of shit. So now's the time to do it. Don't wait till you're old and gray and try to pull some shenanigans, because then people will look at you funny. So get into it. Have some fun. Okay?
Beautiful. That's good. I know very enough. That's a good one. All right. So Gemini, Jean. All right. That's Jean. Did I know you were a Gemini? I don't know if we had that discussion yet privately. So Jean, here's your card. Sun card. Jean, it is time to go. It is time to move forward. It is time to do that which you've been sitting on your butt not doing. But this also speaks to, I don't think you, how do I say this? I don't think you suffer from, a good healthy ego, but I do feel like sometimes it's like you just kind of go, oh, do I really want to do this? Nah, that'd be too much work. I know how it's going to end. It's almost like I want you to experience things. So move forward dynamically with that sun powerful energy.
And this 5 of coins is saying, get out of your own way. If you need, ask for it. Don't be one of those ones that feels like you have to do everything on your own. Independence is a good thing. But don't let your pride trip you up and you only get so far because you can only get so far. So get out of your own way, ask for what you need, allow yourself to open up. You can still have the glory with help. Okay? So ask for it.
Beautiful. All right, so what we got going on? So Yarelis, we're going to go Cancer. So Yarelis, here is your card from me. Oh, I love it. That's 8 of Swords. Now, this is such an interesting card. I love this bubble because it's literally like you are being protected right now from a lot of crap. Trust that you are protected right now. Trust that you are protected and you are not going to get poked, stung, hurt, subjected to anything. I really feel like you need to hear that you are protected right now. So definitely keep that in mind.
All right, and I have the Knight of Cups. So this is talking about feeling into your emotions, but also figuring out how to mind your moves. I feel like there's a lot of up and down that happens with you that you're trying to get a handle on, get a grasp on, and just a lot of emotional energy that can run rampant. And being Cancer, it makes total sense. So just trying to figure out how to make your emotional energy work best for you. Okay, so I hope that resonates.
Cool. And let's see, it looks like Jean said, thank you. That speaks more than we know. Excellent. Tiana said, it resonates. You're driving into shadow work. Woohoo! Diving into shadow work.
Yes.
One of my favorite things to do. So, all right, we've got, who did we just read? That was for Kathy?
No, that was for
Jean. That was Jean.
Rel.
No, that was
so now Kathy.
Who was it? Who did we just read?
Urella.
Okay. So now we are on to Kathy.
That's brilliant. So now I'm on to Kathy.
Woo, what's going on tonight? I'm sweating. All right, so Kathy, here's your card from me. Oh, I love this one, this winged horse flying. So this is time for you to move forward in the mental area and the swords. This is logic. You can see the Aquarius symbol right up there. So this is, and I just hear, the world, it's okay to save the world. It's okay to be the humanitarian. Fly forward, ride, trudge forward. It's time again to move. A lot of movement tonight. A lot of nights for me in there about movement. But this is all logical, mental stuff. So it's time to move forward.
And so I have the 2 of Cups. And so when it comes to partnership, you've thought about it enough. Start moving. Get out of your head. This partnership looks good, whether it's relationship, whether it's business, whether it's even friendship, something, a hobby or something that you're trying to figure out, should I dive into? You've been in your head. You've made the plans. So this 2 of Cups is saying, go ahead and partner with it. Don't be afraid. It's telling you this is go time. Beautiful.
All right, so who are Leos and our Virgos? Whoever you are, happy birthday. Happy birthday belated or upcoming, because we're right there. Who are the Leos and Virgos?
Hi, Ross.
Who's here? Ross is here?
Yeah.
I realized the other day, I have a friend that for the last 15 years, we've taught body step class on stage together. And one day I realized, oh my gosh, she's Virgo, she's my opposite, a Pisces, which is why we've been so tight.
Yeah.
We are so tight together. So, all right, Trish, the first Leo in the book here. So, Trish, your card from me is the 7 of Swords. So we got a lot of swords tonight. So this is more Aquarius energy. So Trish, I'm going to say it's time to back out of a little bit of the drama. Take what you can and walk away. And I do feel like this has to do with work. I don't know if you're about to shift or move or change, or they might be giving you an offer or something that looks really good. I know you, and I know you're not at a retirement place, but boy, if a package or something like that showed up, it's like I want to say take it and run. But definitely, again, and there's more humanitarian, save the world kind of energy here, but take your stuff, take your toys and go home. That's what I want to say.
And for you, Trish, I got the Justice card. There is this need to balance yourself. I feel like you're being tugged in a lot of different places, and you're needing to figure out what is best suited for you on either side. You can't do all the things all the time, okay? So there's some things that you need to relinquish and let go of. By all means, do that. But this is about finding balance. This is also about being a mediator or having to be the diplomatic one in conversations to be able to speak your truth. So stand tall and do it, okay?
Ooh, all right, Urella said that definitely resonates. You being protected. Mitchell, on my way home, I found a pure white feather. I took it as a sign from one of my angels, and my emotions being up and down. Totally 100% me. Thank you. You are welcome. You are welcome.
You are so welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
And Trish, sounds like that made some sense to you as well. So we're going to Christine, who's another Virgo, and then after that,
I'm a Virgo rising girl. Hey.
So Libras and Scorpios, let us know who, and you'll be next. So this is for Christine. So, Queen of Wands. I love this. Step into this beautiful, beautiful energy. This is, what is my Queen of Wands? She is she is not the Sagittarius. What's the other one? Not Leo.
Aries.
This is this beautiful Aries energy. So Christine, definitely step into that. This is leadership qualities. This is leadership. And remember, you lead from what you have within, not what you have without as a queen. So definitely use that beautiful, powerful, transformative energy to take you to the next level.
And you, my dear, have the 5 of coins in first. And so this is talking about what is reverse cards for me. I know Mitchell doesn't read them. Reverse cards for me are internal work, not necessarily the opposite. This is internal work. So this is talking about if you're working with your spirituality, talking about asking your guides, asking your ancestors, asking your dearly departed loved ones for help. You know, you don't have to do it all alone and by yourself. You know, if there's some books that you can read, if there's some people that you can reach out to, something to fortify your internal standing, by all means do that. Because once again, once we are grounded internally, we are able to shine so much more brightly and intensely externally. So really fortify yourself. And once again, if you need that help, if you need some assistance and guidance, get it.
Yes, and I was trying to find a way. Yes, Urella, you definitely can share this video out. We appreciate you guys sharing and putting it out there. We had, I think, 466 views on the last one we did, so that was really cool. So we appreciate you sharing. All right, so that was Christine, and let's go to Kimberly. Hey, Kimberly, another Orlando or Central Florida person. So Kimberly, Virgo, here you go, Kimberly. 2 of Wands, make the decision. It's time to make the choice. Which pill are you going to take, the red one or the blue one? And Kim, I know I feel like this is something that we might have talked about at one of our meetups, but I do feel like it's time for you to make the decision, take the leap. There is no right or wrong. I think if you choose one, you'll have the opportunity to choose the other one either another time or another lifetime. But I really feel like either one, just commit to it and go.
And I have the High Priestess in reverse. You already know what you want to do. You already know. Stop sitting on the fence. This is intuitively telling you that you're already in that space of your gut is telling you what you need and where you're trying to go. Okay? Listen to yourself. Trust yourself. You may not know everything all the way up front, but you feel it. Move in that space. I always say, don't create a crossroads until you have to take one. So don't give yourself all this other doubt to trip over when you already know your answer. Go for it.
Yes, and Kimberly just said that was for Lori. Oh my gosh, that's funny. So apply that, even though we were just saying your name. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Hey, Auntie.
All right, so who we got? Is that, I always messed it up. Is it Eloy?
Eloy. That's how I
Eloy?
would say it.
I know I met you, gosh, in 2014 at the TerraCon in Dallas.
Oh,
I think that's when I met you. So, all right. So Scorpio, are we on Libra? Libra
no,
is,
we got to do Scorpio.
oh, Nancy.
Nancy's up there.
Okay, so Nancy, here's your card, Nancy, and then we'll get to Eloy. All right, Nancy's strength card as well. This is show your strength. You are stronger than you realize. Don't depend on anybody else. Now is the time to step into your full knowing, your full power, and your full strength. There's nobody else that can do this stuff for you.
All right, Nancy. 4 of Cups in reverse. This is talking about get off your hind parts. Get up and move. You're bored. You're anticipating some magical miracle to happen. You are the magic and the miracle, but you have to get up and get that energy moving. If you're bored, if you're tired, if you're listless, use that to create better benefit for yourself. Reach out. Be strong.
Hey, who am I saying to? Hey, Shanti.
All right. So now I think we're on Eloy.
Yes. All right. So Eloy, fellow Scorpio. Well, not fellow. I'm not. 2. Oh, I love this for you. You are the high priestess. You are the grand dame. I love this card for you. This is from Spirit. You have got to trust yourself. You know your shit. Now, just trust yourself. You know what you're doing. I don't know if you've had recently somebody kind of either make you doubt yourself or your abilities, your capabilities, but you are extreme great ability at what you do. So trust. You are doing it right. You are helping people.
And I have the Knave of Cups for you. This is all about receiving those messages. You know, you can still ask questions of them. You can still, like I said, be a young and kid at heart and be brand new. But as long as you keep your eyes open, your ears open, you're in the space of receiving what is coming to you, it's all pure energy. It's all pure, intuitive, emotional energy. Use it to your benefit. You know more than you think you do. You know, all of these pages are definitely about building the confidence. So step into that space. And stay open.
There's something about your teaching right now, because there's something about your teaching. That's the trust. Trust, you know your stuff. You know your stuff. Oh, I love it. All right. So where are we now? So let's see. If you're Sag or Capricorn, throw your name out there, but write down Sag or Capricorn and then your name. So let's see. Are we on to Huff?
Yes, but Sarah Smith jumped in. She's a Scorpio. Oh, wait. No, it says to all Scorpios too. She's Scorpio, but how you want to do it? You want to throw another Scorpio in there before we do Huff for Sag?
Well, let's ask her if she wants a reading first of all. Just Sarah.
Oh, could she have a card, please?
Does it say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So yes. Let's go in order. So let's go Huff, and then we'll go Sarah.
Okay.
So Huff is next. So
hey.
Huff, your card is 4 of Swords, and this. Girl, rest. It's time to rest. And there's another thing here from this card. When you're quiet, when you're alone, when you're in the dark, stop being afraid. It's okay. Find the rest. Find the peace. I don't know if you're starting to open up and see things or feel things more, but, fear begets more fear. So come from a place of peace. That was real spiritual from real high up. So you've got protection.
I got the 5 of Cups, and this is talking about emotional struggles that you may be going through right now, trying to figure out what you're doing, where you're going, how you're going to handle your emotions. But this is saying these are things that you have to go through. There's a lot of healing that comes with this card. I feel like this is the point where you get to the top of the mountain of the healing, because the tumble down and the roll down is the fun part. Like, this is getting to the top of the roller coaster of all the bullshit and the heartache, and the really cracking it open so that you can find joy on the other side of rolling down the hill emotionally. So you're at this point, you're at this peak. Stand there, cry, scream, let it all out, all the past hurt, all the whatever, and just let it escape, and then roll on down the hill and have fun. So, hope that resonates for you.
Cool. And Eloy said he needed to hear that. I'm glad that helped. You're welcome. All right, so that was a Huff. So who we got next? This is the Sarah Smith. All right, so Sarah Smith, your card is the Nine of Wands. Now, I love this Nine of Wands because this guy's got some attitude. So, yes, you've worked hard. Yes, you've done the work, but you are literally sitting pretty because you've trained for this. So right now, even though you might feel a little tired, you're about to get that second win. Keep pushing forward in that place of spirituality and transformation. You've got this. You've got this.
All right, and Sarah, for you, I have the Hierophant in reverse. And so the Hierophant here talks about being a little unconventional, stepping outside the box, creating order and structure internally so that you can be a little more freeform externally, so to speak. Okay? There's a lot of teaching that's coming down the pipelines to you, but there's also a lot there's a lot of lessons coming down. There's also a lot of teaching that's going to be needed to come from you. So just setting yourself up so that you can do that. Okay.
All right. We got a couple more. So if you are Aquarius or Pisces, go ahead and throw your name in, but we're going to Vicky next.
Mm-hmm.
So Vicky, triple saggy, I believe she said. Triple and saggy. So, all right. So I love that the Palace of Wands comes out for you because this is definitely that, fire energy. So again, create a beautiful, peaceful place for you to retreat into for your spiritual transformation. Create that place, this Palace of Wands. So make sure your home is a beautiful place that you can retreat into.
All right, and I have the Seven of Coins. This is about grounding down and putting forth the effort that you want to see. Once again, all this effort is starting internally. So making your plans, figuring out what it is that you want to do so you can start to pour into yourself to create them externally. Okay? So I hope that resonates for you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Sag energy, you're all about go, go, go. It's time to plant some seeds. It's time to have some rooting, some grounding, so that you can continue to explore and be exactly who you are.
All right, we just have a little bit more time, so let's power through the rest of them here. So, Shamara, Sag, another Sag for you. Oh, I love this. Six of Wands. Girl, run in victorious. I love this. Don't be afraid to take the attention and the spotlight right now. Do not see how this guy is like I picture him in the middle of a theater jumping up and going, yeah, everybody look at me. And traditionally this card is about receiving applause and praise. So don't be afraid to step into the spotlight right now, Chamara.
And the Justice card here, you finding balance internally. Don't worry about if you feel like you're going to step on some toes, if you're doing too much. No. You are setting the balance. You are the one that's kind of weighing the other side of the scale. Like, it's time for you to step into your light. It's time for you to step into your recognition, your promotion, and all of that to balance you. Not so much the world around you, but to get that balance happening internally. Everybody's got some internal. It feels like you're doing the external, I'm doing the internal stuff today.
Yeah, I know. It does feel like that. You get a lot of reverse. So I'm skipping down to the Pisces and what was the last one? Aquarius and Pisces, you guys. I see some of you asking for cards for future and other readings. We're just going through, and we're way past our time, so I'm jumping to the ones that are left. So, hey guys, a card, please. So Marcy is a Pisces. So Marcy's here, your Pisces card. Woo, 10 of Swords, girl. It's okay. You're going to be fine. It's almost over and you are changed. You are different. I feel like you're being pummeled mentally. So I don't know if you're dealing with a lot of things stress-wise, but you are going to be fine. It's almost over. I keep hearing from Spirit, it's almost over. The storm is almost done. The storm is almost over.
And I feel with this Three of Swords that you really have hit some heartbreak. You really have that did a doozy. But it's about sitting in this heartbreak, really breaking it down, breaking it open, figuring out what didn't work and why it didn't work, and making peace with it, because that's the only way that you're going to get past the pain. It may not change, but you can change and switch your perspective of what did I learn and what can I take going forward. Okay?
All right, so Troy is our Aquarius. I think we have one more Pisces down there. So Troy, this is okay. Knight of Cups. it's time to get moving as well. So Troy, you got to get off your butt as well, get moving. And this is about emotions. And this is from Spirit. You need to invite your emotions in and deal with them rather than stuff them or push them away right now. So I feel like you're about to go through a real huge turning point in your life of understanding your emotions, dealing with them, moving forward. You know, this is like, it's like big boy pants on. It's time to become a man kind of a thing, time to become a grown up, person. But it's really time to deal with them and not push them aside anymore.
Yep. And this 10 of Cups here is talking about you ending a cycle with your emotion. It's time to start over. You've gotten super comfortable, almost lazy, old holy sweater, just don't give a shit type of energy and emotionally. So now it's time to break that down to start over. What are you passionate about? What are you excited about? It's time to start moving into that phase. You've gotten past comfortability, so now you're kind of stagnant. Let's move it past that.
Cool. All right. Kath, I see Kath is a Pisces, so here's a reading for Kath. The Fool card. It's time to start it. It's time to begin. The Fool is about beginnings and starts. So, Kath, I feel like you're sitting on a seed and you're afraid to plant it. That's the image I got. So I feel like you need to go out there and plant the seed and water it and tend to it and watch it grow. There's something you are holding on to tightly, and it's you need to plant it because the seed's got to bust open in order to grow.
And I feel like what you're holding on to is some heartache here. Shed those tears. Use those tears and all of that energy to water the seed that you're trying to plant or you're wanting to plant. Okay? There's a lot of emotional energy that's wrapped up, and it could be a little complicated. But use what you have to create what it is that you want. Okay? So move through this pain. Use it for your benefit.
All right. And Amir, we see you. You just have to put it down once, but we're getting to you because we're going through a whole bunch of other ones. So this will be the final one. Amir is the last Pisces. So here you go. The Magician. Ooh, you have, I love it. You have everything you need. And this is not me scolding. This is me realizing the energy that is out there. You literally type 3 times, I'm here, I'm Pisces, I'm Pisces, I'm here. You have everything you need. So I love that. It's like, please, give me. You have everything you need. This is the universe saying, you've got it. It's okay. It's right there in front of you. Because the Magician has all the tools to create everything they need. So look within rather than external for what you've got. So I think that's a huge lesson for you right now.
Yep. And so then with the Chariot in reverse, power, get out of your own fucking way. That's the issue. You are the roadblock to be run over, so to speak. You have the 2 horses here that are very much opposite and polar opposites, but you're making them run together. But you trip yourself up every time. Get out of your way. The intention is there. The victory is there. You just have to power through your own shit to see and get to the finish line. Okay?
I love it. Ooh, yes. Take that. Oh, you got it. You got it, Amir. Oh my goodness. Well, you guys, we went way over time, but hey, it was really worth it. Thank you for hanging out. And definitely everybody, please share this, retweet it, share it out on your Facebook pages. We love being here with you, and we will definitely be doing this again. I don't know, because if we're doing it every 2 weeks, the next one is Labor Day night. We need to talk about this?
No, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll talk. Okay. We'll talk and we'll let you know. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys for showing up and showing out. And we love you so much.
You want me to do it?
Take us out.
I say to you, namaste, which basically means, from my heart, may the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in me see and recognize the beautiful, powerful, awesome, wonderful sexiness in you all. Namaste.
And I say namaste.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Sending you lots of love. High vibration. Until next time.
Bye.